What's up, guys? This is video number 30, the last video of the challenge. Video number 30. It's very windy. It's windy as fuck in here in the lake. For real, like crazy. The camera fell a couple times already, and yes, you can see it's moving like crazy. Well, maybe because of the video stabilization, it's not gonna show up in the video, but it's moving. And that's why I'm holding the mic like this because it is windy. It is windy. I wanted to record in here with the sunset, but since it's too windy, I was going to wait, but I'm not gonna wait because it's too windy, and I prefer just finish now and go home and take the time for sleep. So this is video number 30, the last video of the challenge. Not the last video of the channel, the challenge. Not the last video of the channel. We will, we will keep um, posting videos on the channel and on Instagram too. So you can keep up on that. So yeah, this is video number 30. I don't really have like a topic to talk about. I just want to talk about a couple of things like my diet and a couple of things I've been doing with my kind like inner work and shifting my, I'm trying to work on my whatever I want to become. Let's say it like that. So I've been changing my diet a little bit, and I've been changing a couple things on my diet. I've been eating more. Well, not really. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna eat more white meat, more vegetables, more green juices, and I'm gonna cut a little. I'm gonna eat less of red meat, less fat. I'm gonna keep eating eggs. I've been eating 10 eggs a day. I'm gonna keep with that. Eggs are pretty good. They don't hurt anyone. I think eggs is one of the food that is good for everyone. So I'm gonna keep with eggs. And I've been changing that because, you know, I hear, I've been hearing about, how depending what what type of nervous system you have, if you have a more uh, parasympathetic nervous system, dominant parasympathetic nervous system, or a dominant sympathetic nervous system. Depending on what you have, it will be better for you. Some diets will be better for you, and some others won't. Like a person with a sympathetic nervous system, which I mean is more active, is more leaning toward being a mode of flight or fight. Persons with those nervous system, with that type of nervous system, they cannot eat too much red meat and too much fat. They will have to eat more white meat, white fish, vegetables. They can eat red meat, of course, but it's not gonna be ideal for them. So I have a sympathetic nervous system. I mean, I have both, but I have the sympathetic nervous system part uh, dominant. So so I had to eat more um, white meats and more vegetables and less red meat, which as I say, is kind of controversial for me because I've been eating red meat for a pretty while, pretty long time, couple years now, and it's been working pretty good. But couple things that I struggle with that diet is that sometimes I don't sleep too well. Like I feel like I wake up in the morning, it's like damn, like I feel like I sleep on the floor or something like that. Like I don't feel rested. Also, sometimes I get pimples on my back, like pimples on my back. couple days ago, well, I still have couple pimples on my face. I shouldn't be getting any pimple because I've been eating clean, you know. I've been eating clean, but maybe I'm getting the pimples because my digest system is not processing the red meat that well, so it's gonna getting bad in my stomach. That makes sense because, as I say, I'm kind of been having problem with sleeping, and I have problem with sleeping probably because I'm not digesting my food that good. As my body is struggling to digest the red meat. So it will probably be better for me if I eat more white meat instead of red meats. And I had to supplement with potassium and magnesium, which I'm already doing it. But persons with a dominant sympathetic nervous system had to supplement with magnesium and potassium because magnesium relaxes your body, salt make it more active, and potassium it makes it more relaxed too. So I had to take magnesium and potassium to relax my body, to relax my nervous system. So when I relax it, I can digest food better. So that's what I've been doing. I've been um, changing my diet. I'm going to eat more of those things. Also, something I've been working with is with changing my inner self-expression. You know, the way I identify myself, my identity, changing my identity. You know, I want to change as many things, as many people. We want to change the bad stuff of our personality and behaviors, like changing negative or start seeing more abundance of life, seeing more life as a blessing instead of seeing it as a, you know, like it's a battle, see it more like a game. And in order to do that, you have to change your identity. You have to change the way you see life, the way you perceive life, and that's what I'm trying to do. Also, trying to be more authentic, more authentic, more just me. And I think that's the goal, of life. Get closer to you. Get closer to yourself. Be just you. Enjoy life. And other things like money, buy the things you want, achieve your goals. That should be like a side game of life. Because even if you get all those things, you get all the money you want, if you get all the cars you want, if you get everything you want, physically, material stuff, material stuff. Even if you get all that, that's not gonna give you happiness. That's not gonna give you happiness. It's blowing like crazy. That's not gonna give you happiness. Truly, happiness comes from within. Everything we need, it will come from within. That's why you see people that they they are millionaires and they are still unhappy. They can be unhappy because material stuff doesn't buy happiness. It probably buy you a sense of happiness and it makes you excited and stuff like that, but it's not gonna last long. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to become more authentic, more closer to myself, start loving more myself, more start loving more life, more this beautiful creation of life. And honestly, it's amazing, like life is like nature and how nature works is amazing. For me, it surprised me. So it's surprising. Like it's really intelligent. It's really advanced. It's really complex. How everything works. Even the human body. We are the highest creation of God. Highest creation. There is no other technology like the human body. There is no other technology. There is not. We are the highest form of technology, the most advanced technology that can exist. We are, you know. When you start studying the biology of the body and you see how the body works, it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So that's what I've been doing, trying to appreciate more life, try to appreciate more myself, have more compassion with myself, more self value, more self love, being just more me. And in order to do that, in order to start changing and leaving behind my old frequency and old identity, I have to do that inner work. You know, start thinking that way, start behaving that way, and eventually will become my natural way to be. I will become me. I will become my current version of my body. I always think like the body is the hardware, and the mind or your personality is the software. Like a computer can have Windows, it can have Mac, it can have different type of Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11. But the computer is always the same. The only thing that changes is the software. Of course, you cannot just use a hard drive and change your personality like you would do with a computer, but you can change it. That's what I'm trying to do. Be more me, be more closer to me, because until I don't until I don't get the stuff I want, I won't get it. You know what I mean? Like until I don't start loving myself, I won't get a partner that will love me. Until I don't start seeing myself as a person with a lot of money, or I don't when I stop resisting not having money and being okay with what I have. If I don't stop resisting that, then I won't ever achieve the stuff I want, because this is the order. You first has to be, and then you will have. you know so yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Been trying to do that inner job, inner work, and it's been working. It takes time, it takes work, it takes emotion, especially emotion. You have to put emotions on. It's like when you manifestate, If you just think or say the words, the affirmations, if you just say the words without emotion, it won't work, because emotion is the language of God. Emotion is the language of the quantic realm. That's how you um, emit that frequency, that vibration. Just just through your brain, it's not. You have to send it with your heart, and the way you send it with your heart is through our emotions. Putting emotions on those affirmations, putting emotions on those thoughts. That's why people keep stuck on the same loops, like not having money, because when they are gonna spend the money or they have to pay a bill or something, they feel the emotion of, like, oh, now I'm gonna be without money, or I had to pay this thing. They are putting that emotion. They are sending that frequency of lack, of limitation. Because when you are like, oh, now I had to pay this, like, I didn't want to pay this. When you put in that emotion, you are saying, I don't have enough money. And you are sending that vibration, that frequency. Because if you have all the money of the world, when you have to pay something, you won't be like, oh, like, you won't feel bad, because you're fine. You have more. But because we think that way, because we put those emotions, those bad emotions, when we spend money or stuff like that, we are sending that vibration. We are saying, I don't have enough. And I don't understand this part yet. I don't get it that clear yet. But the universe won't give you what you want. He will give you how you see the world, or what you perceive of world. Because we are God, and if we're creating a reality that we don't have, we are gonna, you know, create that. This is a lot of complex knowledge. I mean, it's not complex; it's pretty simple, but it can sound crazy in our, in this mind that we have right now, in this with this belief that we have right now, because we have been programming in a way different. We have been programming in a way, yeah, that God is a omnipotent uh, person or being that is up there in the sky seeing us, something a part of us. We have been programming that way. And when you start thinking about, yeah, I'm God and I create my own reality and I create the things I want by thoughts, but with my brain, with my mind. When you start thinking that way, it can sound crazy. It can sound not logical. But we never know. You know, you never know. You have to be open mind to learn, be humble to listen others, so you can learn and all those things. And always be open mind, because we never know. We never know, really, for real. We never know. You never know. The infinite, the universe is infinite. We don't. We are just like less than 1% of what exists. We don't know what is out there. We don't know. There is things that we cannot understand with this hardware. Let's say it like that. This hardware, it might don't be that powerful to understand a couple things. You know. So so this is already 20 minutes long. So I'm gonna cut it right here. This is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you can listen to me well, because the wind is pretty wild. So this is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys get something from this, as I always say, and as I always say, be blessed.